Hello, J. Mark Smith here with you today, sharing this beautiful spring morning in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm talking to you today about life cycles in plants, and in particular life cycles in this location here. If you see right in front, in the screen, there's pine trees. In the back, in the foreground, there is another row newly planted. And then beyond that, there is a magnolia tree, and it happens in this particular area that magnolia tree generally reaches 35 to 40 feet by 35 to 40 feet. In other words, it's generally as wide as maturity as it is tall. And then up above that, you have a deodar cedar that is a 70 to 100 foot tree and around 40 to 50 foot wide. But the life cycles of those plants are vertical, and also they're consuming lateral space too. And you can expect that to happen in 40 or 50 years. So why am I talking about this? The reason I'm talking about this is because recently there has been a row of pine trees installed, and these pine trees are loblolly pines. Loblolly pines are 80 to 100 foot tree, and generally they'll just grow up and the lower limbs will be shaded out, and they sort of self-prune themselves, I call that. So perhaps the intention was to self-naturalize this area so that we're not continuing to add mulch and reduce that cost. But in reality, the future is overcrowding. And if you'll notice, up at the top of the hill, there's a newly planted one that's going to threaten that structure in the next 10 years. So, to me, there's a degree of waste into this planting. I just wanted to share that because I certainly don't know the answers, but I can predict plants. And I can predict that this plant here, ladies and gentlemen, will reach 100 feet. And it will have a base of 24 inches. And if this plant nearest that plant, they all reach that over time, there's going to be a conflict somewhere, and something is not going to survive the competition. But what's worse is the exposure that happens to that structure, because that structure can't move either. And so, thanks for listening. I hope I've been helpful. Come back soon.